Archangel Michael says, listen once and let silence fall around your thoughts, because this moment is not rushed and not random, it is arriving with a quiet power that moves before fear notices. A calm shield begins to form the instant these words reach you, not loud and not dramatic, but steady like breath returning after a long wait. Everything around you slows as protection settles, unseen yet deeply felt, wrapping this hour in purpose. The air feels different now, heavier with safety and lighter with peace, as if something ancient has stepped closer without making a sound. You are not required to do anything except remain present, because guarding does not ask effort from the one being guarded. Strength positions itself around you while your spirit is allowed to rest. There is a watchfulness beginning that does not sleep, does not wander, and does not forget. It stands at the edge of your life like a silent sentinel, aware of every direction from which harm once came. Nothing crosses this boundary without losing its power. You may notice a sense of distance growing between you and past tension, as if old pressure no longer knows how to reach you. This is the space being cleared so peace can remain undisturbed. Protection is not noise, it is stability. Type Amen 333 to receive the blessing. Time itself seems to slow into alignment, each minute falling into the next with intention instead of chaos. What once felt unpredictable now moves with order, guided by a steady hand you do not need to see. Safety is not a promise spoken loudly, it is a presence that stays. The weight you carried for too long begins to lift without struggle, because it was never meant to stay with you through this hour. You are being covered in a way that requires no defense from your side. Peace is allowed to stand guard for you. Thoughts that once circled restlessly now soften, losing their sharp edges as calm settles deeper. Nothing urgent demands your fear anymore. Stillness becomes your ally. A quiet authority surrounds you, firm but gentle, unmovable yet compassionate. It does not threaten what approaches, it simply dissolves it. This is how true guarding works. Type Amen 444 to seal this protection. As the hours move forward, nothing negative finds a foothold in your space. Even unseen intentions lose direction when they near this shield. You remain untouched by what once disturbed your balance. There is clarity forming where confusion used to linger, and it feels natural rather than forced. You are not being pushed, you are being held. This difference matters. Rest arrives without effort, like a familiar place you forgot you knew. Your spirit recognizes safety and settles into it. Guarding allows rest to finally be real. The presence around you does not fade with time, it strengthens as awareness grows. Every moment reinforces the boundary that has been placed. You are not alone within it. Type Amen 555 to continue the blessing. Silence becomes meaningful now, filled rather than empty. It carries assurance instead of uncertainty. This is the sound of being watched over. Nothing from outside can disturb what has been set in motion. The guard remains regardless of noise, movement, or distance. Protection does not require attention to function. You may feel grounded, as if your feet are firmly placed even while sitting still. Stability is part of this covering. It prevents fear from pulling you away. Calm does not rush through you, it settles layer by layer. Each layer reinforces the last. This is how lasting peace is built. Type Amen 777 for continued guarding. As night or day unfolds, the watch does not weaken. There is no shift change, no moment of vulnerability. The guard remains constant. Your space becomes neutral ground where negativity cannot survive. It fades before it forms. This is quiet strength in action. Breathing feels easier now, more natural, less guarded. Your body responds to safety before your mind fully understands it. This is alignment. There is a knowing growing that you are allowed to feel secure. You no longer need to anticipate harm. Protection has anticipated it for you. Type Amen 888 to affirm this shield. Archangel Michael says this guarding is not temporary comfort, it is deliberate presence set for these hours with purpose. Nothing approaches without being noticed. Nothing passes through unchanged. Confidence returns softly, without forcing itself forward. It feels steady instead of sharp. This confidence comes from being covered, not from fighting. You may sense awareness expanding, not outward in fear, but inward in calm certainty. You are centered. This center is protected. Each moment builds upon the last, forming a continuous line of safety. There are no gaps in this line. Wholeness remains intact. Type Amen 999 to anchor the blessing. The guarding continues without pause, without needing permission, without waiting for belief to strengthen, because protection does not depend on doubt or certainty. It exists now as a steady force, present in every breath you take and every thought that passes without tension. This hour is already secured. The atmosphere around you feels sealed, not closed off but gently enclosed, like a sanctuary that moves with you. Nothing harmful finds resonance here. Only what aligns with peace is allowed to remain. Your energy no longer leaks into worry, because worry has nowhere to anchor itself. It slips away quietly, unnoticed. Calm fills the space it leaves behind. There is a sense of being accompanied even in silence, not watched in judgment but guarded with loyalty. This presence stands firm regardless of what once challenged you. Strength does not announce itself, it stays. Type Amen 111 to receive deeper covering. Moments that once triggered unease now pass without effect. They touch the surface and fall away. You remain centered and undisturbed. The guard does not interfere with your path, it clears it. Obstacles lose their urgency. Forward movement feels smoother. You may notice your thoughts becoming slower, more deliberate, less scattered. This is clarity returning naturally. Peace sharpens awareness instead of dulling it. Even unseen layers of tension begin to dissolve, releasing you from burdens you did not realize you carried. Relief moves through you gently. This is restoration. Type Amen 222 to strengthen this peace. Time unfolds steadily, each second protected like the one before it. There is no rush, no threat pressing against the moment. Safety becomes the rhythm. You are allowed to exist without bracing yourself. Nothing is expected from you except being present. Guarding removes the need for defense. Your surroundings feel lighter, as if heaviness has been filtered out. The space responds to the protection placed upon you. Harmony settles in. A quiet confidence takes root, not loud or proud, but unshakable. It grows from knowing you are covered. This confidence does not waver. Type Amen 333 to continue receiving. As the hours progress, vigilance remains absolute. Nothing slips through unnoticed. Awareness stands watch without fatigue. Your inner world aligns with this external guarding, creating balance. Thought and feeling begin to cooperate instead of conflict. This balance is protected. Any lingering shadows from past moments lose their influence. They have no authority here. You stand beyond their reach. The protection adapts as you move, shifting effortlessly with every step, every pause. It does not lag behind or move ahead. It remains exactly where you are. Type Amen 444 to affirm alignment. Archangel Michael says this guarding is intentional, active, and unwavering through these hours. There is no trial period and no expiration within this time. It holds firm. You may sense a gentle firmness in your chest, a grounding that steadies emotion. This is reassurance settling into place. Fear finds no opening here. Restlessness fades because there is nothing left to anticipate. The future does not threaten the present anymore. The moment is secure. Your awareness expands calmly, noticing peace rather than scanning for danger. This shift changes everything. Protection allows perception to heal. Type Amen 555 to lock this guarding. Stillness does not feel empty now, it feels full and intentional. Silence carries support. You are held within it. The guard remains impartial to noise, unaffected by external movement or opinion. It stands firm regardless of circumstances. Consistency defines it. Your energy stabilizes into a steady flow, neither rushed nor stalled. This flow is protected. It moves without obstruction. There is a quiet dignity in this protection, respectful of your journey. It does not overpower, it preserves. You remain fully yourself. Type Amen 666 to deepen the blessing. As more time passes, the sense of being guarded becomes normal rather than surprising. Peace integrates itself into your awareness. Safety becomes familiar. Nothing from outside can claim authority over your inner state. The boundary is clear and firm. You remain sovereign within it. Breath by breath, the guarding continues its work without interruption. There are no weak moments. There is no lapse. This hour unfolds under watchful care, steady from beginning to end. You are not required to notice every detail. Protection handles what you cannot see. Type Amen 777 to continue protection. The presence remains calm, not reactive. It does not chase danger, it neutralizes it. This is mastery without aggression. Your thoughts feel anchored, no longer drifting toward worst outcomes. Stability replaces anticipation. Peace reshapes expectation. Even memories that once stirred unease lose their emotional charge. They pass through without impact. Healing is occurring quietly. You are allowed to trust this moment fully. There is no hidden cost. Only coverage. Type Amen 888 to affirm trust. The final stretch of these guarded hours remains as secure as the first. Nothing diminishes with time. Protection does not weaken. Your space, your thoughts, your rest all remain within this watch. Every layer is accounted for. Nothing is overlooked. There is a calm certainty now that stays with you. It does not demand attention. It simply remains. Archangel Michael says this guarding completes its cycle exactly as intended, full and intact. You were watched over without interruption. You remain safe. The stillness deepens rather than fades, becoming more familiar with every passing moment. What once felt uncertain now feels held in place by something firm and reliable. You remain within a calm that does not ask questions and does not demand effort. Your surroundings respond quietly, as if they too recognize the authority of this guarding. Nothing intrusive lingers. Only what belongs with peace remains. There is a softness entering your awareness, not weakness but relief finally allowed to exist. You are no longer bracing against unseen pressure. This release is safe. The hours continue unfolding evenly, without sharp edges or sudden disruption. Each moment feels complete on its own. Protection keeps everything balanced. Type Amen 1010 to receive continued covering. Your inner space feels ordered now, thoughts lining up instead of colliding. This order was missing before, not because you failed, but because you were carrying too much alone. Now you are not. Energy that was scattered returns to center. Nothing drains you unnecessarily. Strength is conserved and restored. There is no urgency pulling you forward or backward. The present moment is enough. Guarding makes it so. Even subtle disturbances lose their ability to disturb. They arrive and dissolve without reaction. This is quiet authority. Type Amen 1212 to seal this calm. As time continues, the guarding adapts without effort. It adjusts to every shift in your environment while remaining steady. You are never exposed. Your focus sharpens gently, not through pressure but through clarity. What matters stands out naturally. What does not fades away. There is a growing trust in the flow of this hour. You no longer feel the need to monitor everything. Something else is doing that for you. Rest moves deeper than sleep, touching parts of you that have been alert for too long. This rest is intentional. It restores balance. Type Amen 1414 to strengthen protection. A sense of quiet companionship continues, steady and loyal. It does not speak loudly, yet it is always present. You are not alone in any part of this hour. Nothing from the past has permission to interfere now. Old echoes lose their voice. They cannot cross this boundary. The guarding remains respectful of your path, never forcing direction, only ensuring safety. You remain free while protected. This balance matters. Your breathing stays even, unforced, natural. Your body recognizes safety before the mind finishes understanding it. This alignment continues. Type Amen 1616 to affirm stability. The longer this protection continues, the more natural it feels. Peace integrates itself without announcement. It simply becomes part of you. There is no tension in maintaining this calm. It holds itself. You are allowed to relax into it. Any attempt of negativity to approach loses momentum before reaching you. It does not struggle. It fades. The watch remains alert yet gentle, firm yet compassionate. Nothing breaks through this balance. You remain secure. Type Amen 1818 to continue receiving. Your awareness remains clear, not hypervigilant, not withdrawn. You exist comfortably within your space. This comfort is protected. The moment does not rush ahead. It unfolds at exactly the pace it should. Guarding keeps time steady. Confidence settles deeper, not built on control but on assurance. You do not need to prove strength. You are already covered. Silence carries reassurance rather than emptiness. It supports instead of isolates. This silence is safe. Type Amen 2020 to anchor this peace. As these guarded hours continue, nothing changes except your comfort within them. Protection remains consistent. It does not fluctuate. Your inner world feels less crowded now. Space has been made for calm thought and steady emotion. This space is intentional. Nothing pulls you out of alignment. You remain centered. Balance holds. Archangel Michael says this watch remains firm until its purpose is fully complete, with no interruption and no weakening. Every moment is accounted for. You remain under guard. Type Amen 2222 to complete this phase of blessing. The guarding remains steady, unchanged by movement or stillness, unaffected by what surrounds you. It does not react because it already knows. Nothing surprises this watch. Your thoughts continue to settle into a smooth rhythm, each one arriving without urgency and leaving without disturbance. There is space between them now. This space is protected. The sense of safety deepens quietly, not demanding attention, simply existing as a constant. You feel supported without being controlled. This balance stays intact. Time flows evenly, without sharp turns or sudden weight. Every moment rests securely within the same calm boundary. Nothing escapes this coverage. Type Amen 2323 to continue receiving blessings. Your inner awareness becomes gentler, no longer scanning for trouble. It rests, knowing nothing is required from it. Guarding has taken over. Energy that once leaked into worry now returns to you whole. You feel more complete, more centered. This wholeness is preserved. The atmosphere around you feels clean, clear, and undisturbed. Nothing clings unnecessarily. Only calm remains. There is a quiet confidence growing, not loud or forceful, but firm. It does not need to announce itself. It simply stays. Type Amen 2424 to seal inner peace. As the guarded hours move forward, nothing weakens or thins. Protection does not fade with familiarity. It remains absolute. Your body responds with ease, muscles loosening without instruction. Tension releases naturally. Safety allows this. The mind follows, releasing patterns of anticipation and defense. It no longer rehearses outcomes. It rests in the present. Every layer of your being aligns gently under this watch. Nothing feels out of place. Harmony settles in. Type Amen 2525 to affirm alignment. There is no pressure to hold on to this moment. It holds you instead. You are supported without effort. External noise loses its authority over your inner state. It may exist, but it does not intrude. Your calm remains untouched. The guarding continues to adapt seamlessly, adjusting without movement or sound. You remain covered in every position, every pause. Nothing changes that. This steady protection becomes familiar, like breathing. You do not question it. You simply exist within it. Type Amen 2626 to deepen trust. As more time passes, peace feels natural rather than surprising. You no longer wonder how long it will last. You accept it. Nothing from the past reaches into this moment. Old weight stays where it belongs. You move forward unburdened. The present feels complete, not lacking, not threatened. This completeness is guarded. Nothing is missing. Even subtle inner shifts remain supported. Nothing destabilizes you. Balance holds. Type Amen 2727 to continue protection. Your awareness stays clear but relaxed. There is no vigilance, no withdrawal. Only calm presence. The boundary around you remains firm and quiet. Nothing crosses it without losing influence. You remain sovereign within it. Confidence stabilizes deeper, rooted in assurance rather than effort. You do not push forward. You stand steady. Silence feels supportive, not empty. It wraps around you gently. This silence is safe. Type Amen 2828 to anchor calm. The guarding does not count minutes or mark progress. It remains the same from beginning to end. Consistency defines it. Your thoughts continue to flow without resistance. They come and go freely. Nothing lingers unnecessarily. The environment around you feels cooperative, less demanding. It aligns with the peace you carry. This alignment remains. Rest continues to reach deeper layers, restoring without interruption. Nothing disturbs this process. Healing happens quietly. Type Amen 2929 to receive continued peace. As these hours move toward completion, nothing loosens or shifts. Protection remains intact. There is no final test. You remain covered in the same calm authority that began this watch. Nothing has changed except your ease within it. You are settled. This sense of being guarded does not disappear suddenly. It leaves behind stability and calm. Its effect remains. You continue forward steady, centered, and unshaken. Nothing follows you from this hour except peace. You remain safe. The calm remains unbroken, stretching smoothly from one moment into the next. Nothing signals an ending or a shift. Protection does not announce transitions. Your presence feels settled, as if you are exactly where you are meant to be during this time. There is no pull elsewhere. The moment holds you gently. Any remaining tightness dissolves without instruction, releasing layers you forgot were tense. Relief arrives quietly. This release is safe. The guarded space around you stays consistent, neither expanding nor shrinking. It fits perfectly. Nothing presses against its edges. Type Amen 3030 to continue receiving. The mind rests in a clear state, aware but unburdened. Thoughts pass through without catching. Nothing sticks. Your inner rhythm feels natural again, not rushed and not stalled. Balance has returned. This balance is protected. There is a sense of order that does not feel rigid. Everything simply knows where it belongs. Harmony stays in place. External influence loses its urgency. It no longer demands reaction. You remain composed. Type Amen 3131 to seal this steadiness. The guarding remains patient and watchful, never intrusive. It does not interfere unless necessary. Its presence alone is enough. Your awareness no longer stretches outward defensively. It stays comfortably centered. Safety allows this inward rest. Even moments of silence feel purposeful now. They carry reassurance rather than emptiness. This silence supports you. The atmosphere continues to feel neutral and calm. Nothing disrupts its tone. Peace holds. Type Amen 3232 to affirm calm. There is no sense of counting time. Minutes pass without wait. Protection frees you from anticipation. Your body responds with ease, posture softening naturally. There is no need to brace. Guarding has removed that need. Emotional steadiness becomes consistent rather than fleeting. It does not spike or drop. This steadiness is held. You exist comfortably within your own space. Nothing crowds you. Nothing pulls you apart. Type Amen 3333 to anchor stability. The longer this calm remains, the more familiar it becomes. It integrates quietly into your awareness. You stop noticing it because it feels right. Nothing attempts to intrude now. What once might have disturbed you finds no opening. The boundary is clear. Your thoughts align with this steadiness, choosing calm without effort. There is no struggle. Only flow. Rest continues to reach deeper layers, restoring without interruption. This restoration is ongoing. Nothing interferes. Type Amen 3434 to continue blessing. The guarding does not waver as circumstances shift. It remains constant regardless of movement or stillness. Consistency defines it. You feel secure without needing reassurance. Safety has become internalized. This security stays. Even subtle inner movements remain supported. Nothing destabilizes your center. Balance remains intact. There is dignity in this quiet protection. It respects your presence. It preserves your peace. Type Amen 3535 to seal protection. As this protected time continues unfolding, nothing rushes toward an ending. The watch remains complete in every moment. There are no gaps. You remain grounded, aware, and calm. Nothing pulls you into unease. You stay steady. What carries forward from this time is not tension but ease. Not fear but assurance. Not noise but calm. You continue within this state, guarded, centered, and undisturbed. Peace remains with you. You are safe.